Here we're near where Lock 1 would have been on Exchange and Main. You can see that's where the canal runs, or used to run. I used to do Lock 1 there. Step down there grooming herself. This was part of Canal Park and the towpath. And in the middle constructing something down here, or doing some kind of repair. I'm not sure what exactly. You can see down in there and see what's going on. And you can see down here the towpath has been diverted somewhat. It used to be further back that way near the lock, near the canal there. It's been diverted over this way to make room for the construction of whatever they're doing over here. And you can see the leaves turning colors. And there's some buildings. We got a new, used to be the Ultra Lounge there. Deluxe Ultra Lounge, and that's closed. And Palos is going to become Boiling Seafood. There used to be some other stores and shops here many years ago. The coffee shop right there on the corner. Some other stores here. We're at Paul Williams Boulevard. We're behind some of the stores and shops that sit along the main Exchange Historic District on Main Street. Paul Williams is one of the co-founders of the city here. We're just going to shortcut through this alley here. You see there's some apartments up here above a lot of the businesses here. I remember growing up in this lot here, it used to be a truck. And out of that trailer there, they would sell frozen foods. And you'd have to come down here and park and buy it right out of the truck there. They haven't done that in years. I don't remember what company it was. But it was back in the 80s. I remember coming down here growing up. They'd be down here every couple of weeks or so. And here we can see, when we come out here in the street. So you can see what's here. The Branded Saloon, 69 Taps, Pub and Eatery. There is the deli there, Diamond Deli. Down in here, lots of access to and from not only the towpath, but the parking lots here and under Cedar Street. We're going to keep going here. Do a video tour of Main Street, at least the part of Main Street that's considered downtown. You can see some of these blocks here. They're doing some kind of work here, so some of the sidewalks are cornered off here. Here's 22 Exchange and 401 Lofts here, sitting on the corner of Exchange and Main here. Student housing and general leasing. They do the lease, I heard, to the general public. Very upscale, modern apartments, luxurious living near downtown. This is one of the old B.F. Goodrich complex buildings. It's been it used to be elastomer polymer systems, but they moved out, and I don't know who's using the building now. Serves as offices for several different companies. Here you can see downtown they've added a bike lane to what used to be multi-lane traffic. Makes things a little congested at times, a little confusing, but it also makes it easier for people who commute on bike or foot to travel through downtown. And they've got parallel parking on the street here. So this part is basically one lane. And over there, they've got the angled backwards parking. So you have to back into your lot and then pull into traffic. Right here, we are next to one of the old B.F. Goodrich buildings, which we'll get a better look as we swing back around. You can see they continue with the brick sidewalks here. They did, when they were fixing this all up here, they had to tear up the sidewalks a little bit to make room. So if you need office space, there you go. They really fixed up this building really nice. I think this building was the old parking deck if it wasn't one of the factories that opened out into the street. They got it looking really nice. Picnic tables or something there. People can come outside and have their lunch. There's Cell Street. There you can see the Cell building, the B.F. Goodrich Federal Credit Union, open for everyone. And there's a look back that way at Main Street. And you can see there's several places where one can safely cross the street here. And these flowers here that have moved from the sidewalk onto the street there to help add to the greenery. Now, this whole block here used to be the whole B.F. Goodrich complex here. Your Gojo building there is now used to be the B.F. Goodrich headquarters. This lot now is the Advanced Elastomer Systems campus here. There's a spaghetti warehouse over there. So it's one of the old buildings that's been converted for use. This whole lot was once B.F. Goodrich. You can see some of the old buildings now. You can see the smoke towers there from the power plant. They've had to knock them down several dozen feet because they were getting old and there was a risk of them falling apart there. So they just cut them down a bit. The one that's been cut off though, the good is basically gone. It just says Rich. And way in the back there was another plant there. There used to be the recycling center before it was. Now I'm not sure what they use that for now. And here you have the green space over here. Next to the Goodrich building. They really they've added Rosa Parks Boulevard there, which takes you over to the transit center. This all used to be just one big B.F. Goodrich lot here. So we're going to cross the street and make our way back here, and you can get a look the way it used to look. We're going to go all the way down to Barges here. Now, this part of the lot is just called Canal Place here. Several of the old buildings are numbered as they were. You think they'd have a listing of the businesses here, but they don't. I guess we're just supposed to know. Tri-County Independent Living Center. I guess that's a place for setting up senior housing. And there's a daycare center about right here. I'm not sure if all these buildings are still interconnected or not from the inside. Can't tell from out here, obviously. Customer corner here, daycare, preschool and childcare. Obviously, headquarters building. And the causeway, taking you safely across the street. There used to be a little restaurant eatery here. They moved to another building that was reserved for them. You can see how far into here we go. Several companies here. No longer in use. afraid. There's some of the buildings here that are Largest Industrial Products, J.R. Cole Inc., Akron Globus Business Accelerator. Then we got construction here. Part of it is for the sewer overflow reconstruction, and part of it is they're redoing the interchange here. See, they closed the street for metered parking here. It's 2 lanes again. Used to be 3 lanes. Two lanes turning left and 1 lane turning right or going straight. There's a High Street there, turning into Old Main Street. Secure value storage entrance there. So we got something being torn down in there. Wish you could find an old map of what all these buildings used to be. The place is so huge, these got to sign their own addresses here. There's Print Promote, advertising company on Main Street. Okay, so we're going to cross and head back around so we can get a better look at what's here. Now we're coming up to barges here. Now there's only right turning here because they've got this closed off here. They've been working on that overpass there for several weeks, for several months. Wonderful to finish up here. I could be anyone who still comes this way. Here's some apartments here. We're on barges here in South Main. Just gonna get a shot of the complex here. You can see from the corner. It was all B.F. Goodrich once upon a time. Now we're going to get back across and head back the other way. There you can see the headquarters here, viewed from barges. Canal Place sign there. Space release. Now that's where High Street ends and turns into Old South Main. And now we're going to get a look at, so we won't have to come back all this far. You see how vast that complex was. At one time it was the largest rubber company in the world. It's by the sheer size of the building there. probably 2 or 3 dozen buildings here at one time. Just over a dozen or so remain. Used to be rather congested over here, especially when they let out for work here. You can see Children's Hospital. And here's the park outside of Gojo One Plaza. I don't know if you could really call it a park. There's no benches or anything here, just grass and trees. Not any plants of any exotic nature. Spaghetti warehouse. And then looking back at the complex here. Kind of smells like rain, but it wasn't supposed to rain today. These have kind of made the park their home here. BFG, Federal Credit Union. High Street going over there. And there's the old Mass Elastomer Systems building. AES campus. And there's another look, looking back there. Rosa Parks Drive here. Curves around. There's 401 there. South Cell and South Main. Cell Street. It's home of the old Cell Gill Works. So looking back there at the campus here. We have some tricky navigating here as we cross the street. So they closed off the whole sidewalk on both sides, it would seem. Well, kinda, sorta. So we can get over there, it'll be tricky navigating. Here we're at Cedar Exchange, Cedar West and Cedar heading east. There's the main Cedar Exchange historic district there. You can see some of most of the old buildings are still standing. Carl Hafner. This one building dated 1912. The Diamond Deli here. You can see they were doing some of those. Some of those pubs really need to work too. So you probably remember what some of these buildings are. Durkin building there. There's the Sanford building, 1914.
The nice part is they're all like fun.
Now that was the hookah lounge before the fire. I'm not sure what they're using it for now. This building, pretty sure that was the coffee shop, though I could be wrong. We're at the corner of Exchange in Maine now. That's Exchange heading west, Exchange heading east. There's this building on the corner here. Some of you, I'm sure you remember. Here's a shot of downtown, facing north on Main Street. You remember these buildings here? There's the bank. I'm not sure what that building used to be, but it's Cilantro now, Thai and Sushi Restaurant. Now here, basically from, what is this here? The 300 block to the 290s here, all the way to, I guess it would be 8th Street. So we're about 50 feet from Buchtel and Maine here. Canal Park here. Used to be Aero Stadium, now it's the Rubber Duck Stadium. There used to be several stores that set along this block here. Woolworths, a Five and Dime, what was the other one? D&K, Anthony Wayne Hotel, and there was another bank associated with that. There was a diner or something here too. Like this whole block was actually like probably one of the busiest sections of the whole street here. Because there's so much shopping going on right here. Now we'll get this side real quick because I'll do this side on the way back. But since this is open right here, there's the Mayflower Hotel and a couple of buildings next to it, which you can tell there used to be another building here on this empty lot. There used to be very little parking on Main Street. Like if you weren't in a parking deck, you were either parking on the street or you park a block around the block or something and walk to where you had to go. I think you see there's a lot of parking here where there used to be buildings. Now the season is over, so this park sits empty. Big chunk of this fall until they have like certain events. Like there's next weekend there's going to be a marathon, so this park will be full of people. And there, coming up, is the O'Neill's building, one of the locally owned department stores. Several stories tall, elevators, escalators, parking deck. Well, what you can kind of see of this building here. These buildings have changed hands so many times, it's not funny. Finally, this building is being rented out again. What's on the menu restaurant. Kind of wonder what they're going to serve here, or when they're going to open. I'll be looking forward to it either way. It'd be nice to go to eat downtown. Next to the O'Neill's department store. And among their magazine. They just put out a little Christmas catalog. I think they did a catalog twice a year of all the things they would be selling. But most known for their Christmas displays in the windows. There were some last Christmas they had in the part of the store that's unoccupied. There were displays all along those windows there. Here's the Polsky building, St. Bernard's Church there. Well, you can't see any displays now, but there were some there, trust me. I have pictures of them. Rather impressive building. And next to it is Lock 3, which was also home to several department stores and shops. Now they're near the end of the summer concert season. We're at University in Maine now. Crossing. Here's this little causeway here, connecting Polsky's to its old parking deck. It's being used by the police station now. And there's another shot here. A few of the local shops here on this side of the street. We're on the east side of Main Street, by the way. This is the west side of Main Street.
Bro, you got 15 cents.
No, I have no change on it, sorry. And there's the Civic Theater, right there, that building there. There's the Main Street entrance. You can also enter from Bowery Street. And that basically divides Lock 3 from Lock 4. And this is also one of the historic districts. This is some of the original buildings here. Like I said, the Lowe's Theater, which later came to be known as the Akron Civic Theater. The Whitelaw Building, which was the old peanut shop, which was home to the old peanut shop, the building on the bottom floor on the right, and I believe the candy store was next to it. And then you have the Standard Savings Bank, just sitting empty. The prescription drug store there. You have Osterman's Furniture, building that I don't remember the name of because I guess they ripped down the sign. And there's the Akron Savings and Loan Company, 1888, and then again in 1923. These buildings, except for the Civic, are set to be renovated or remodeled. Right, they're in the process of doing that right now.